She's a journalist, a paranormal researcher, a founder of the most comprehensive group of the study of unexplained phenomenon in the Western USA.
Really?
But not just brains. This young lady, she has a succulent paranormal lecture prepared for you all. Ladies and gentlemen, you all know Skylaire Alfvegren!
It's show them on.
That's supposed to be
And we have a little volume for my lady. Volume.
Do I need a microphone?
Where is that?
Yes.
Yes, there we go.
Hello?
Better.
Thank you, you wonderfully brave and intrepid souls that are still here at this former, like, super gay bar that used to have a sign on the floor that said, "Women don't wear sandals because there's usually so much broken glass that you're going to cut your feet." My name is Skylaire, and I'm a native of Los Angeles. I've been investigating paranormal, ufological, and other unexplained phenomena since I was a small child. And I run a group in the western United States with bloggers from Washington to Texas that do the same thing. I have to apologize for not being better prepared, but I spent the day rescuing bulldogs and also consoling the illegitimate son of a famous remote viewer. So, this is my talk. Okay. I also hate being on stage, so if you could keep it down, I would appreciate it. I might faint. Okay. There was a time, not so long ago, when the concept of paranormal research was one steeped in science and academia, when it was possible for those interested in research beyond the pale, beyond the living, to pursue advanced accredited degrees in parapsychology. The term parapsychology was coined in 1889 by philosopher Max Tissoir and adopted by J.B. Ryan in the 1930s to replace the less serious-sounding psychical research, which indicated a significant shift toward experimental methodology and academic discipline. Para means alongside, just as occult simply means hidden. The OED defines parapsychology as the study of mental phenomena that are excluded from or deemed inexplicable by orthodox scientific psychology. This includes psychic abilities, near-death experiences, and the tantalizing possibility that human consciousness can or does survive physical death.
Hell yeah!
The hallowed halls of Stanford were the first in the U.S. to play host to studies in extrasensory perception and psychokinesis in 1911. 2 decades later, Duke University followed suit. Today, the Rhine Research Institute more or less functions in name only, and the Stanford Research Institute is known only to insiders, remote viewers, and bona fide spooks. Sadly, there are only 2 universities which currently offer degrees in parapsychology: the Koudounaris Institute of Edinburgh in Scotland and the Utrecht University in Holland. But Scotland is cold and wet, and Holland is full of Dutch people. So here we stand. Half a year before the Mayans decided we'd all be taken out by some fill-in-the-blank apocalypse, and we've got collapsing world economies, plastic Monsanto rice, bankrolled by Bill Gates, and bath salt zombie cannibals. Nice time to be a ghost, you'd think, right? Well, wrong. This is where I get really angry. Like, super angry. Now, I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. The decay and degradation of paranormal research and the spirits it hurts must be stopped. The elegance, sincerity, and intellectual inquiry of the past has been replaced outright by mongoloids engaged in the equivalent of tailgate parties with dead people. Any yahoo with a big mouth and some cheap infrared video equipment can corral a gaggle of hot co-eds to jump and giggle through a night at a decommissioned mental hospital and sadly get people to pay attention and worse, imitate them. These days, one would be hard-pressed to find an American city, big or small, lacking its own crackpot team of hack paranormal investigators, inspired by the steady stream of ghost hunting television programs, usually helmed by individuals no more qualified than themselves. Damn You Sci-Fi Channel, which premiered the original Offender, Ghost Hunters, way back in October of 2004. Which featured two Roto-Rooter plumbers moonlighting as paranormal investigators. 80 fucking do, I say to those of you who grew up in Los Angeles. Not only did Ghost Hunters spawn 2 spin-offs and dozens of rip-offs, it spawned a monster. Goober and the Ghost Hunters times infinity and for real. In a metropolis like Los Angeles, especially Los Angeles, home of the overnight celebrity and more than its share of fevered egos, you can dial up one of literally 1,157 ghost hunting groups, should you need to. I have it on good authority from a legitimate paranormal investigator that there are 4 reputable groups. Count them 4. And if any of you are in need of a legitimate investigation, you can see me after this presentation. Because that show, Ghost Hunters, not only spawned 2 spin-offs and all those rip-offs, it also put into motion what I feel could be the largest civil rights debacle of our lifetimes. Because let's face it, there are more dead people than people living. Departed souls and discarnate entities are not another resource to be strip-mined by cold-hearted capitalists. Let us burn in effigy the twerps of Paranormal State, Ghost Hunters International, and those spiky-haired bros whose shows I can never remember the fucking name of. I guess it's Ghost Adventurers? Anyway, the greedy exploitation of the not-so-departed must end, and just because they're discarded entities doesn't mean they don't have rights. Just because spirits are no longer encased in flesh suits does not mean they can be abused. That is why I stand before you today and propose a Ghosts Bill of Rights, which I've been formulating over the last 3.5 hours. If anybody cares to contribute to this document, please see me after the show.
Woo! Woo!
So it would appear